Everything that you see, from the home you live in or don't live in, from the partner you have or don't have, from the money that you have or don't have, all of it is a result of either it's all happening to you or you are somehow creating it all. You call in the perfect partner to mirror back to you that energy of being a victim, to keep you in pain, to keep you in wounding, to keep you in a place where you can say, you see, I knew it wasn't going to work out. What we're mostly afraid of is that we're the one that is creating it all. And that's where we shift to oneness. There is no separation. You are one with the divine. You are one with God. You are one with everyone on the planet. You're all one. Now I know what I don't want in life. How could you ever know what you want in life if you don't first experience what you don't want in life? Maybe, just maybe, instead of creating from wounded energy a life that you don't want, now the same way you created that, from beautiful, healed, loving energy, you can create what you do want in life. People have walked out of this 3-day experience saying that it felt like a plant medicine ceremony without taking a single thing. They've called it life-changing, unreal, the most powerful weekend of their entire life. It's called Awaken Your Highest Self. And for the last 3 years, it's helped thousands of people finally deal with what they've been carrying for decades. The anxiety that they hide, the anger they never speak about, the constant feeling like something's off, but they don't know what. And this isn't about motivation. It's about finally feeling free in your body, your mind, your heart and soul, your life. So you can actually live as the version of yourself you were always meant to live as. And now we're doing it again, live, in person, one last time this year. Space is extremely limited. And once we fill the room, that's it. So if you've felt stuck, but you know there's more waiting for you, go to DannyMorel.com/awaken right now, or click the link in the show notes to register today. Is it the universe or is it you in verse? That's the focus of this week's episode of The Higher Self, is going into that and fully understanding what I meant when I created this video that many of you seem to resonate with. It really isn't the universe. It is you in verse. Everything that you think and feel inside of yourself about life is what you are calling in to your reality. You're the one creating your reality. So the foundational thing that I want you to understand when we talk about this subject is that there are two energies and frequencies that we can live from. One is separation and one is oneness. When you talk about separation, you talk about the notion that you are separate from everything and everyone. And as a result, life is happening to you. You may have heard it mentioned, or you may have heard me speak before about it from the terms of victim energy. And I want to say something. That doesn't mean that you may not have experienced things in your life where you were victimized. It doesn't mean that your pain is invalidated in any way, shape, or form. What it means is there's an energetic feeling, belief system, mindset, imprint in your soul where, I'll just say it that way, where you feel like a victim to life. And as a result of you feeling like a victim to life, you call in unconsciously and energetically things to keep you in a constant state of feeling like a victim to life. So you call in the perfect partner to mirror back to you that energy of being a victim, to keep you in that state, to keep you in hurt, to keep you in pain, to keep you in wounding, to keep you in a place where you can say, you see, I knew it wasn't going to work out. You call in the perfect career, job, clients, business partners to cheat from you, steal from you, whatever it is, to keep you in a constant state of yeah, it never goes my way, you know? And you can look at this in any aspect of life, whether it's your spiritual walk, your finances, your relationships, um, anything and everything. And I have a lot of compassion for you if you're in this place right now, and I'm going to show you, the opposite and how to get there. Because I was once there and I could never figure it out, whether it was what was going on in my previous marriage, in my previous business, in my previous body. I unconsciously, even though I was a go-getter and I was motivated and I did personal development and I read all the books, I didn't realize that in my heart and soul, I was living in the frequency, the energy of separation. And as a result, I kept experiencing things to match that frequency. So that's the first one, is separation. And when you think of separation, you think of life from the outside in. You think of victim energy. You think of fear, quite frankly. And what we're mostly afraid of is that we're the one that is creating it all, that we're actually so powerful that something inside of us is actually creating it all. And that's where we shift to oneness. And when you think about oneness, you think about there is no separation. You are one with everything. That means you are one with the divine. You are one with God. You are one with the trees. You are one with everyone on the planet. You're all one. Trust me, I know that might sound kooky and new age and everything, but I'm going to help you work through this right now. When you live in oneness, you realize that anything that is happening to you in your life, there is a part of you that is calling in that experience. Now, immediately, I'll tell you this, if you were in separation, you're probably going to get mad at me because I just said that, and many people go right into the worst possible examples. Like, what about child abuse? What about the war? What about all of this stuff, And yet we're one with everything. And I know that might be hard, because the second aspect of oneness is creator energy. It's an understanding that even the things, and I've shared with you guys many times, all of the things that I've gone through as a child, all of the painful things that I've gone through as a child, but everything that happens in life, our soul called it in order to teach us exactly what we needed to learn, so that we can feel exactly what we needed to feel in order to help us return to love. The key difference, guys, and this is where I really want to help you to understand this. The key difference is that when we're in separation, we keep ourselves separate from that pain and from that person that caused us that pain. Yeah. But when we are going to return to oneness and love, we get to go into every experience. And this is something that you cannot learn in a book or a podcast. This is something that you got to experience. This is why I ask you to join us at our events, whether it's Heal or Awaken, so you can experience our breath work, right? You get to experience a profound spiritual experience where you get to see everything that has happened in your life from a different lens. And as a result, instead of pushing that pain away, you do the really scary thing, which is through the energy of courage, you go into that pain and you face it. And you ask questions like, what was I supposed to learn from this? Why did I call in this experience? Maybe even like, what about me and my energy, my thoughts, the way that I speak to myself, the way that I think about life? What called in that experience? Yeah, this is where you get to become not only one with the experience, but one with the person that caused you pain. And the deeper you take it, the more that you realize that the only way that someone else caused you pain is if they were caused pain as well. And this is where real healing and real transformation can actually happen. Because when you live in separation, you keep everything separate. You keep everything at bay. Yeah. Everything is their fault. They're the reason why this thing happened to me, right? When you return to oneness, guys, what you actually do is you return to your power because you face the pain. You face the very thing that you've been afraid to face. And as a result, you're able to transcend it. And again, I cannot express this enough. This doesn't happen from a book. This doesn't, when we help people heal from autoimmune disease and we help people, heal from being cheated on or heal from narcissistic relationships, which there are no narcissists, there's just wounded people. Yeah. Just think about that one, separation, oneness, right? You can have it all in life. The financial abundance you want, the connection and passion in your relationship, and longevity, health, and vitality. And there's only one thing that stops you from having that. And that is the deep emotional wounds you've been carrying since you were a little boy or girl. The wounds that have you thinking in a negative way, have you out of balance, and have you attracting people into your life when it comes to relationships that don't fulfill you or keep you in a state of disconnection. And all of these wounds come from one place, the relationship you had and experienced with your mother and father. And this is what we're going to heal at Heal Your Hidden Wounds. You're going to spend a full day with Jen and I uncovering the deepest parts of yourself that have unknowingly been stopping you from the life that you are meant to live. Whether it's physical healing for your body, whether it's removing the blockages around your finances, or whether it's healing your relationship life, it all begins at Heal. Change your life forever by joining us at Heal Your Hidden Wounds. Go to DannyMorel.com/heal right now to get registered. Yeah, that's a perfect example. And that one is the energy of separation wants to keep you in that pain. So you put that person in a box called narcissist. And as a result, that pain stays away, right? Where real transformation happens when you go, wait a minute, I called this person in for a reason. There's something my soul needed to experience. You then accept it. You go into it. You feel it. You cry it out. And then you return to oneness. And as a result, you go, oh my God, I see it. I see the lesson in it. I see the gift in it. As a matter of fact, if I would have never gone through that, sometimes it's as easy as now I know what I don't want in life. How could you ever know what you want in life if you don't first experience what you don't want in life? Some of you know exactly what I mean because you are with your dream partner right now, or you're in your dream business right now because you chose to let go of the pain that your previous partner caused you. You chose to let go of the pain that your previous business caused you, and not just let go of it, like forget about it. No. You chose to go into it, experience it, feel it, acknowledge it. Surrender it, forgive. And then it becomes your life's greatest teacher. And so when I talk about, it's not the universe, it's you in verse. Everything that you see, everything that you experience, from the home you live in or don't live in, from the car you drive or don't drive, from the partner you have or don't have, and if you're happy with the partner that you have, and if you're passionately in love with them or not, or if they're cold and distant, right? From the money that you have or don't have, all of it is a result of either it's all happening to you or you are somehow creating it all. Sit with that for a second. Because if it's all happening to you, you're fucked. But if you're somehow creating it, then maybe, just maybe, you've been creating it from a wounded part of yourself. That wounded little boy or girl that didn't feel love from their mother or father. And as a result, maybe, just maybe, you can go into yourself and heal that part of yourself. And then as a result, maybe, just maybe, when you heal that part of yourself, then maybe, just maybe, instead of creating from wounded energy a life that you don't want, then now the same way you created that, from beautiful, healed, loving energy that is accepting, that realizes that they're one with everything, you can create what you do want in life. And that's it, guys. That's the game. The game is to transcend the energy. Again, not just the beliefs and the thoughts, because many of you might go, oh, wow, I get that. It's deeper than that. It's in your body. It's in your nervous system. It's in your heart and soul. And this is why spiritual experiences are so important. Yeah, because you leave this world, you leave the 3D, you enter the 5D, and you get the healing that you've been calling for your whole life. And the benefit of it all is that you start to realize that all this time you've been thinking that life is happening to you, and now you get to go, wow. It's happening for me. Everything I experienced, the pain that I felt, everything, it's been all happening for me. To help me return to my heart, to help me remember who I actually am. When you do that, guys, you've just transcended all pain and all of the restrictions and limitations of the 3D world. And you're now actually one with the ability to create whatever you want in life. So the homework assignment for this week is for you to go, listen, like, what's going on in my life right now? Money, relationships, health. The 3 energies of human alignment. What's going on in my life right now? Do I like it? Do I not like it? If I don't like it, it's time to be honest. What's the deep belief that I have, or the deep feeling that I have, that if I were to connect the dots, I could literally go, oh my God, because I think and feel that way, that's why I have this. And then that's step number 1 in the process. That's to awaken. That's awareness, right? Step number 2 is to heal it, which is what we do through breath work, through plant medicine. If you actually want to go experience our breath work, go back a couple of episodes. We posted one of our Soul Sundays where we actually gave to you for free. We gave you the whole breath work. You can go experience it. You're going to have a powerful experience. If you want to take that a little bit deeper, then you come to Awaken, or you come to our one-day event, Heal, which are very transformative. But the more of these spiritual experiences you have, the more and more that you unravel and heal, the closer and closer you get to your heart, which is the closer and closer you get to being the embodiment of the love and abundance that you want in your life. And then step number 3 is to transform your life. Because from this new energy, you get to write down, think, envision what it is that you want in your life. Does this make sense? Do you have questions? Is there resistance? If there is, I just want to challenge that resistance. I'm not doing this to hurt you. I'm doing this to help you. I'm doing this because I believe. Not I believe. Truth doesn't require belief, because I know that you are perfect love and abundance. You are one with the Creator. You are literally the universe. And I want to show you the pathway to having it all in life. Maybe this is one you want to watch again. Maybe this is one that leads you to join us at Awaken or Heal, or if you want to take it further, shoot us a message on Instagram. This is our life's passion, is to help people go from separation to oneness, from fear to love, from dark to light. And hopefully this podcast help you get one step closer. We'll see you next week.